Hi everyone. Um, so I want to get straight to the today's message. So as you saw in the title, your uniqueness is a superpower that you've been trained to hide. All right. What it means about that is, society and everyone around you, they always try to make you feel like your uniqueness is something that, you know, is different and not in a good way. A lot of people try to minimize it within you, out of their own fear of not being able to let go. I mean, if it makes any sense, um, you know, shame. People will shame you. So that way you don't expand. You keep yourself small, right? Um, when we go to school, they say, oh, this person he needs special education or they have ADD, and that's all. It's all proven that's true. But what if that thing is what makes them special? I know I have ADD. I know that I'm obsessive compulsive sometimes, but that is who I am, and I accept that. And instead of being told that it's bad, I've embraced it and turned it into this. I transmute it. I turn it into art. I express myself in a different way because of that. All right. Families. Our families put a lot of pressure on us too. Not out of hate or anything like that. It's out of love, you know. But we all need to learn how to love compassionately for everyone around us and what they've taught us because that helps us make us who we are, right? Those are the lessons that we learn from other people. But at the same time, too, the real power is only yours to discover. And to do that, you really have to take time for yourself and not, I don't mean like doing leisurely time, but like sit somewhere in silence and really look inside your soul and just try to drown out everything else that's going on and just listen to what your body is trying to tell you. It will tell you exactly what your power is and what you're meant to do and where you're supposed to go and what you can do to feel better in your life. You know, it's it's hard, and I know it's a really hard thing to do. Just think of like, my theme is a phoenix. What we know about phoenixes is not that they're just like, you know, they go, it's a cycle. And it's not that they die and then come back to life. No, what they do is they burn away that old part of them that they don't need anymore, but retain everything else. And that's what the ashes mean. The ashes is what's left after that burning that's actually there, that's meant to stay there. And they reborn from that. So they take it with them. And that's what people are. We are all phoenixes. We can all do that. You know, um, it's not easy, and these cycles are not easy at all. Like, some of them take a little bit longer than others, like I said in my last video, but like there's a purpose for this. And like, you know, um, best way I can say is like when you find this superpower that you have, whatever it is, to whatever venue you can express yourself with, whether it be building something, cooking something, singing something, dancing, painting, whatever it is, talking to people. Like we all have a gift that can help, but it's got to come from a genuine place inside. And in order to do that, you have to go through the steps of, they call it shadow work, and it's not magic or anything like that. It's looking at the parts of you that our our dark side. We all have a dark side. That's how life is. There's balance. There's not just good and bad, light and dark. We have to have that balance. And if you can accept the darker side of yourself and look into it and forgive yourself and integrate it, but not embody it, then you become such a better person. We all have demons, we all have past, we all have stuff that that goes on. But if you really, really, really want to become a better person, you have to start taking the time to do that. And that's what I did. I spent the last couple months really, really looking inside myself and trying to change my life And anybody that knows me right now, that's in my life, can attest to it. You know, I've changed a lot, and it's because I've done that work. And you know what? It is so fulfilling. It is so fulfilling. I can't even tell you. I'm not lonely. I'm happier than I've been in a long time. I have people around me that do care about me and love me for who I am, not because of what they want me to be. I spent more time with my family. I got to know my niece a little bit more, my sister a little bit more, and I'm working on it. It's a process, you know. It really is a process, um, you know. And a lot of it, I do that because I want to make my mom and dad proud. You know, I love them to death, um, and it's also for me. You know, a good friend of mine told me that I am worthy of love, and when I finally realized what he meant by that, so I think it's my obligation to share my secret of how I got here with everybody, because everybody can do it. This world sucks right now. It's a horrible place. I'm sure everybody notices it. Money is tight, like wars are happening, people are fighting with each other all the time. There's like people just losing their sanity out there. And you know what? It's all because of how we treat each other and how we treat ourselves. Like it's really manifesting out into the real world, you know? And I believe that I can not solve the problem, but I can at least guide people the right way. Um, but you have to be willing to do it, and you have to be willing to do work. I can't heal you. You know, I've learned this. I can only heal myself. I can guide others, but you have to heal yourself. And that's where the first step is. You know, I took that first step, and now I want other people to follow me, because we all deserve to be happy. We all deserve a better planet. We all deserve a better place, you know, for everyone and for ourselves. Like, right? I mean, so if you ever felt like you don't fit in, or you don't belong, or other people kind of, you know, push you away or are jealous of who you are, that says something. That says that you have something special that they are either envious of or they don't have within themselves. And you have to give them, you know, compassion and understanding that they're just not at a level that you were at, you know. That doesn't mean that they're horrible people by any means. You know, it just means that they still have a lot of work that they have to do themselves. And if you're ever in a place that makes you feel belittled, smaller, minimized, or if they try to tell you, you know, oh, you know, that's not the right thing, or you know, oh, you're just thinking that. Don't believe them. That's them trying to minimize you, because you are starting to realize at that point that you do have something special, and that's when you need to really kind of look inside you and see that, well, what were they talking about? Why are they trying to minimize me? Think about what it is that you were doing at that time, and why people are trying to make you not see it. And then that's your superpower. That's how you know that you have something special that can help everybody, you know. um, for me, I've learned my whole life, I've just been able to make connections with people. Doesn't matter what walk of life they're from, I've been able to somehow, in some way, find one way to connect with them. And I love that gift. I love being able to talk to people and learning different things. And, you know, like anybody I meet, I learn something from too, you know. And I know it's not easy for anyone to do that. You know, a lot of people are antisocial for reasons that are their own. I get it. But like, I know what my superpower is, and it's talking to people. And I really am going to start mastering that, and really figuring out what I can do with that to help everyone as much as I can. Because, I mean, call it the little kid in me, but I've always wanted to be a superhero ever since I was a kid. And I guess now I am, and I'm going to do whatever I can to make this better. So, I know it's a little deep and I went off a little subject a little bit, but if you guys want to know more, stay tuned. I will be posting more videos soon. You know, subscribe to my YouTube channel for updates. Yeah, and any contributions, comments, anything you want me to talk about, please leave in the comments. And I will do my best to get back to you. And I hope everybody has a sparkling day. And just remember, you all have a superpower. We all do. Just time to take time and figure out what yours is and really spend a little bit of time every day trying to focus on that. It's not going to happen overnight, one small step at a time. But you know that for anything that, like, I believe in you.